See, chosen ones, let me tell you something that will shake you to your very core. The curses that were spoken over your life, the hexes, the evil words, the demonic assignments, they did not destroy you. They did not stop you. They did not break you. In fact, what was meant to crush you has only made you stronger. And here is the hidden truth your enemies never saw coming. The curse backfired. The very demons that were sent to torment you are now forced to guard you. The very darkness that was commanded to devour you now stands at attention, powerless against the light you carry. This is not just a story of survival, it is the divine reality of the chosen. When God places his seal upon you, no curse can prosper, no spell can land, and no darkness can prevail. Think about your life for a moment. How many times did people try to pull you down, yet you rose higher? How many traps were set for you, yet somehow you walked through untouched? How many words were spoken against you, yet your destiny remained unshaken? Chosen one, that is not luck, that is divine reversal. It is proof that even when the forces of hell rise against you, heaven will not only protect you, but will turn the enemy's weapons into your shield. You have been walking under divine law, and that law says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Not only will it fail, it will backfire. Demons study you, chosen one. They observe you because you carry what they lost, the divine spark, the eternal connection to God's presence. When they see you walking through fire and not burning, when they watch you enter the valley of shadows and emerge brighter, they realize something terrifying. You are untouchable. And worse for them, every attempt they make against you strengthens you further. The curses don't cling to you. They bounce off and return to sender. The spiritual attacks don't weaken you. They awaken the power inside you. The demonic harassment doesn't end your mission. It reveals the authority you carry. Understand this. Curses only have power when they find a place to land. But your spirit is sealed. Your destiny is guarded. You are covered under divine authority. That means every curse that was whispered in the dark against you is now circling back to the one who sent it. And in that reversal, the very demons assigned to monitor you are being bound by divine order to protect the one they were sent to destroy. Imagine the irony. The same entities that came to break you are now standing watch over you, unable to move against you because heaven has commanded, touch not my anointed, do my prophet no harm. This is why some people in your life can no longer understand you. They know what they did, they know what they said, they know the energy they sent, but they cannot understand why it did not work. In fact, instead of watching you fall, they are watching you rise. Instead of seeing you in chains, they are seeing you in freedom. Instead of celebrating your downfall, they are forced to watch your elevation. And deep down, they are terrified, because they realize a spiritual law far greater than their schemes is at play. You are chosen, and chosen ones cannot be cursed. The spiritual realm knows your name, chosen one. Demons whisper about you because you are an anomaly. You were supposed to be broken by the weight of your battles, yet you kept standing. You were supposed to drown in the storms, yet you kept walking on water. You were supposed to lose your mind under the pressure, yet your wisdom only grew sharper. Every attempt to break you has only revealed your resilience. Every curse sent your way has only confirmed your calling. This is why the forces of darkness can no longer move freely around youth. They have been restrained, reassigned, and turned into unwilling witnesses of your rise. You need to know this when you are chosen. Even your enemies become instruments for your elevation. What they meant for harm, God uses for good. The curses spoken against you have become the very fire that purifies you. The demons sent to attack you are now forced to serve as proof of your authority. And the opposition that once tried to bury you has now become the stage from which you rise higher. This is divine reversal at its highest level, and perhaps you've noticed it. The sudden protection, the strange favor, the way doors open even after someone tried to close them. The way opportunities find you even when people whispered against you. The way you were shielded from dangers you never even saw coming. That's not coincidence, that's the evidence of heaven's hand upon your life. That's the backfiring of curses that were never meant to land on you. That's the proof that even demons must bow to the light within you. Chosen one, let me open your eyes even deeper. The spiritual realm is not random. Every movement, every attack, every whisper from the dark kingdom carries a purpose. When demons were assigned to curse you, they were not simply aiming at your body, they were aiming at your soul, your identity, your destiny. But here's the mystery they could not comprehend. You are not just flesh and bone, you are spirit. First, you are sealed with a mark that cannot be erased. Your essence carries the breath of God Himself, and no demonic contract can overwrite what heaven has already signed. This is why the curses never stuck. They tried to send fear into your heart, but instead, courage rose within you. They tried to infect your mind with confusion, but instead, clarity sharpened like a sword. They tried to bind your hands with invisible chains, but instead, your authority expanded, and the chains fell powerless. Every move against you triggered the opposite outcome. You became wiser, stronger, sharper, more alert. This is why demons fear you even when you are unaware of your own power. Because in every attack, they expose themselves, while you uncover more of your divine strength. Look back at the seasons of your life, where everything seemed against you. Those moments of betrayal, those nights of tears, those seasons where doors kept slamming shut. What did you notice afterward? That you didn't just survive, you came out renewed. The curse of rejection taught you resilience. The curse of isolation taught you discernment. The curse of heartbreak taught you to guard your spirit and recognize counterfeit love. The curse of lack taught you faith and resourcefulness. Demons didn't realize that in trying to destroy you, they were becoming unwilling teachers in your divine education. They poured weapons into your path, and God turned every one of those weapons into wisdom. And now, something extraordinary has happened. The very entities sent to drag you down are standing by, unable to move against you, yet forced to witness your elevation. They whisper your name in the spiritual halls, not in victory but in fear, because they realize your destiny is unstoppable. Imagine the irony. Demons posted around your life, not as conquerors but as reluctant guardians, shackled by divine order to observe and do nothing. They cannot harm you, cannot touch you, cannot break you. They can only stand and watch as the one they once mocked rises higher and higher. Chosen ones, this is why your life feels strange sometimes. People wonder why you face so many strange battles, yet somehow you walk out untouched. It's because those battles were never meant to finish you. They were meant to reveal you. The curses backfired. What was aimed to blind you only sharpened your vision. What was aimed to silence you only amplified your voice. What was aimed to bury you only planted you deeper so you could grow higher. And now you stand as proof that no curse, no spell, no demonic word can override divine favor. This is why people fear you even when you've done nothing against them. It's not your personality they fear, it's your aura. It's not your Words they fear, it's your light. You carry a frequency that exposes everything around you. When you walk into a room, energy shifts. When you open your mouth, truth pierces the air. When you pray, the atmosphere bends. The demons assigned to curse you feel at first they tremble not at you, but at what is inside you. They fear the seal of God resting upon your life. You may have felt like life was unfair when betrayal after betrayal came your way. But the truth is, each betrayal was proof of your calling. Each rejection was proof that you carry something too valuable to blend in with the crowd. Each spiritual attack was proof that you are marked in the spirit. Demons don't waste time on the ordinary, they only target the extraordinary. And you, chosen one, are extraordinary. That is why you felt the sting of curses and the weight of darkness more than most people. But look at you now. Those same curses have become your testimony. Those same attacks have become your elevation. Those same demons are now watching, powerless, as you rise into the fullness of your destiny. Understand this well. Curses only work when you believe them. But you broke the contract the moment you believed God's word over their whispers. You shifted the entire battleground the moment you declared, "I shall not die, but live, and declare the works of the Lord." That single decision of faith shattered contracts, silenced curses, and reversed demonic orders. What was sent to torment you is now circling back against those who sent it. That is why your enemies feel restless. That is why those who spoke against you now feel the sting of their own words. The darkness they released is now haunting them. Meanwhile, you walk freer, lighter, stronger, because the curse backfired. Chosen ones, don't be surprised when people who once mocked you now approach with fear in their eyes. Don't be surprised when those who tried to curse you now avoid you. They are not avoiding your personality, they are avoiding the divine shield that surrounds you. They know what they did. They know the curses they spoke. And now they can see with their own eyes that not only did those curses fail, they made you shine brighter. And so they whisper behind closed doors, wondering how you're still standing, wondering why you're untouchable, wondering why even demons who once opposed you now bow at your presence. You see, this is the mystery of being chosen. You cannot be destroyed because you were never built on fragile foundations. You were built on divine purpose. You were built on eternal word. You were built on a spiritual authority that no curse can dismantle. Demons know it. The spirit realm knows it. And deep down, even your enemies know it. That's why the curses failed. That's why the attacks backfired. That's why, today, even demons are forced to guard the very one they once hated, because heaven commanded it so. Chosen one, let me take you even deeper into this mystery. When the curses were spoken against you, they were never simply words, they were assignments in the spirit. Demons were dispatched to break your peace, to interfere with your progress, to close doors that heaven had opened for you. And for a time, it may have looked like they succeeded. Your life slowed down. Opportunities slipped away. Friendships crumbled. You were left in the dark, asking yourself why nothing seemed to be moving. But what you didn't see in that moment was that God Himself was sitting back, watching demons waste their energy, knowing that every attack would collapse under His authority. They thought they had you cornered, but in truth, they were walking themselves into their own trap. The curse backfired because of what you carry. Your spirit is not just a flicker of light, it is a fire ignited by God's own breath. Demons can resist the weak, but they cannot resist divine fire. That's why when they tried to touch your mind with depression, your prayers burned through their chains. When they tried to cloud your vision with confusion, your discernment cut through the fog. When they tried to infect your heart with bitterness, your love for God expanded instead. What they meant for evil became fuel for your transformation. They unknowingly handed you keys to unlock new levels of wisdom and strength. And here's the paradox. The more they attacked, the more their fear of you grew. In the spirit realm, your light did not diminish, intensified. They whispered among themselves, "This one cannot be broken. This one has something we cannot touch." So, instead of destroying you, they were reassigned. Imagine the irony: entities that were once sent to kill your destiny, now standing in your atmosphere, not as conquerors but as silent guards, unable to make a move without divine approval. This is why you sometimes feel a strange presence around you. It's not always angels alone. Sometimes it's demons held in chains by God's word, forced to witness your growth while unable to stop it. Look at your life carefully. Why do you think so many doors are opening now? Why do you think certain people who once stood against you are suddenly gone, out of your way? Why do you think your spirit feels lighter, more powerful, even when your circumstances still look challenging? It's because the curses no longer have power over you. They backfired and turned into Every trap you walked through became part of your training ground. Every loss you endured birthed greater capacity in you. The demons learned too late that their curses were only tools in the hand of God, shaping you into someone untouchable. This is why your enemies are restless. They can't figure out how the same arrows they fired at others' arrows that destroyed lives somehow made you stronger. They know what they said. They know the words they spoke in the dark. And yet, they see you rise higher. To them, it looks like an impossibility. They don't understand that you carry divine favor. They don't understand that you are covered by a covenant they cannot touch. The demons themselves understand it now. They know your name in the spirit. They recognize your light before you even arrive. That's why they bow back in fear, not at your flesh, but at the God within you. Chosen one, let this truth sink into your soul. You are not cursed, you are proof that curses fail. You are not bound, you are proof that chains break. You are not rejected. You are proof that divine acceptance is stronger than any human denial. Demons bow because they realize their weapons cannot prosper against you. And as much as they hate it, they are forced to stand by, powerless, while you continue to walk the path set before you. And here is the most profound part. Their presence is no longer a threat, but a sign. The intensity of opposition you faced was never proof of weakness. It was confirmation of greatness. The curses were evidence of your calling. The attacks were evidence of your anointing. The resistance was evidence that you carry something the dark kingdom fears. And now, because they failed, they serve as unintentional witnesses to your destiny. Every step you take forward is a reminder to them that light always wins. Every prayer you speak shakes their atmosphere. Every victory you claim resounds in the spirit realm as proof that God's chosen cannot be touched. So when you feel the weight of pressure, when you sense strange resistance, don't assume it means defeat. Understand that it's evidence of how powerful you are. It's a sign that the curse already failed and the backfire has already begun. The demons who once sought to destroy you are now restricted, ordered to watch as you ascend. That is your reality, chosen one. You walk in divine protection so strong that even your enemies are forced to stand as your guards, trembling in silence, knowing that heaven's mark on you cannot be erased. Chosen one, understand this. When demons realize they cannot touch you, they change their strategy. No longer do they come with open claws and direct curses. Instead, they hover at a distance, restless and bitter, forced to watch your every move. They thought they could bend your spirit, but instead, they witnessed you bending reality with the authority given by God. This frustrates them, because you are no longer a target they are. Every step you take radiates a force that burns through their assignments. Every prayer you release shakes their foundations. Every moment you choose faith over fear writes a testimony in the heavens that their plans are powerless against you. This is why your presence feels different now. When you walk into a room, people feel something but cannot explain it. Some feel peace because your spirit carries divine order, while others feel agitated because the darkness in them cannot withstand the light in you. You've noticed it the way conversations shift when you arrive. The way some people suddenly grow quiet or even hostile for no reason. That's not coincidence, chosen one. That's the spirit realm responding to your authority. Demons know when you are near, and they tremble because your very existence is a declaration of their failure. Think back to your darkest hours, the seasons when you felt crushed, alone, and abandoned. That was when curses were being launched at you. That was when demons worked overtime, hoping to bury you before you could realize your strength. But what happened instead? You endured, you prayed, you kept moving even when your legs were weak. And in doing so, you activated a strength that they cannot comprehend. They expected your pain to silence you, but it birthed a voice louder than ever. They expected your tears to break you, but they watered the ground for your harvest. They expected isolation to kill you, but it pushed you into intimacy with God, which made you unstoppable. Now, here you stand, unshaken, carrying scars that glow like trophies in the spirit. To demons, you are a living contradiction. They know the attacks you faced should have destroyed you. They know the curses spoken against you should have worked. But here you are, breathing, thriving, rising. And because of this, they no longer see you as prey. They see you as proof of divine power. They bow not because they respect you, but because they cannot disobey the divine order stamped upon you. You carry heaven's signature, and no demon can erase it. And this is what makes you dangerous in their eyes. You've become more than a survivor, you've become a weapon. Every time you speak life, chains break somewhere. Every time you worship, strongholds collapse. Every time you forgive, hell loses ground. Every time you love, darkness retreats. Demons are not afraid of your flesh, they are afraid of the fire inside you. The unquenchable light that exposes their lies and renders their curses useless. Chosen one, you need to realize something powerful. The curses didn't just fail, they became your training ground. The fire you walked through refined you. The rejection you endured purified you. The losses you suffered prepared you for gains so great that demons will never understand them. You were never meant to collapse under the weight. You were meant to rise above it, so that when demons look at you, they see a reflection of the God they fear most. This is why you are set apart. This is why your path feels so different. While others move unnoticed, you walk with heaven's mark blazing upon you. While others may blend in, you cannot hide what you carry. You are chosen, and because of that, demons were forced to recognize you long before you recognized yourself. They saw the light inside you before you could even name it. That's why the attacks came early in your life. That's why you faced battles others never experienced. They were trying to crush the light before it matured, but they failed. And now, they have no choice but to stand back, trembling. As you step fully into your power, Imagine this picture. Demons assigned to curse you, now frozen in their tracks, unable to touch you, watching as you step into rooms that they once tried to keep locked. Imagine them hearing your prayers rise like fire into the heavens, knowing they cannot stop the answers that are on their way. Imagine them watching you laugh after they tried to drown you in sorrow, watching you walk with boldness after they tried to bury you in shame. This is what it means to carry divine favor. This is what it means to be chosen. So when you feel resistance, don't despair. It's not proof that you're failing. It's proof that you're rising. When doors close, don't panic. Sometimes, heaven allows a door to shut so that demons have no access to your next level. When people walk away, don't cling. Some were never meant to stand in the presence of the light you carry. Understand that every rejection was divine redirection, and every curse that failed is a testament to the fact that you are untouchable under God's command. The world may not understand why you move the way you do, but the spirit realm knows. Heaven celebrates your rise, and hell acknowledges your authority, even if grudgingly. You are the chosen one, and because of that, demons are too weak to touch you. They can whisper, they can linger, they can watch, but they cannot prevail. They are witnesses now, not conquerors. And as you continue to ascend, your life itself will remain the undeniable proof that no curse, no weapon, no darkness can stop the favor of God on the one He has chosen. Chosen one, let me leave you with this undeniable truth. Every attempt to curse you has already failed, and every weapon formed against you has already been dismantled before it could touch you. The reason is not because you are perfect, nor because you never stumble, but because the mark of God rests upon you. That mark is what shields you. That mark is what elevates you. And that mark is what forces even demons to obey divine order. When it comes to your destiny, they do not have permission to cross the line heaven has drawn around you. You must understand that this journey was never about whether darkness had power. It was always about whether you would recognize the authority within you. All those sleepless nights when you felt surrounded, when fear whispered that you were losing, when life seemed to collapse around youth, those moments were tests to awaken you to what was already inside. The enemy thought he could blind you to your true identity, but instead, every trial carved out a deeper awareness of the power you carry. The demons hoped to see you broken, but what they see now is unshakable faith rising from the ashes of every attack. They hoped you would be silenced, but your voice has grown louder, echoing through realms they cannot touch. And now they stand at a distance, forced into submission, not because they respect you, but because they cannot disobey the God who sealed you. This is why you walk differently now. This is why you cannot fit in with the ordinary, why your presence disrupts the atmosphere, why even without speaking you command attention. You carry something they cannot understand, light that cannot be dimmed, a fire that cannot be quenched, a spirit that cannot be broken. That is what they fear. That is what keeps them from touching you. They know that if they even try, the very attempt will backfire and push you higher. Every attack has already become fuel for your rise. Every curse has already been recycled into blessing, and every stumbling block has already been reshaped into a stepping stone. Chosen one, you need to stop underestimating yourself. Stop believing the lie that you are weak, forgotten, or abandoned. The very fact that demons have had to shift their strategy from attack to observation proves just how untouchable you've become under divine favor. They cannot harm you, so they try to distract you. They cannot curse you, so they try to confuse you. They cannot stop you, so they try to delay you. But delays are not denials, and distractions cannot erase destiny. No matter what they attempt, the outcome has already been written. You will rise, you will shine, and you will fulfill every divine assignment on your life. Think of it like this. Spotlight you feel on you is not only from the eyes of people, but from the spirit realm itself. Heaven has declared you chosen, and hell has been forced to acknowledge it. That is why your life feels different. That is why your path has been harder. That is why the pressure has been greater. You were never ordinary, and ordinary weapons could never shape you. You required fire to refine you, storms to strengthen you, and battles to awaken you. And now, standing on the other side, you realize that none of it was wasted. Every pain, every loss, every rejection was a setup for this moment when even demons themselves bow to the light within you. And so I tell you this: walk boldly into the future God has carved for you. Do not fear their whispers. Do not tremble at their shadows. They can stand at a distance. They can try to imitate your power. They can try to copy your light, but they will always fail, because the source of what you carry does not come from you. It comes from the throne of God, and that is something no demon can touch. You are the living evidence of divine favor, the undeniable proof that heaven's word is final, and the reminder that no curse can ever undo what God has already blessed. So the next time you feel their presence lingering, remember this: they are not there to destroy you anymore. They are there to witness your rise, to testify that even hell itself could not stop you. They are there as proof that you are untouchable, unstoppable, and chosen. Carry that truth with you everywhere you go. Let it silence your doubts, let it strengthen your faith, and let it remind you that your very existence shakes the kingdom of darkness. You are chosen, you are favored, you are protected, and no matter how loud the storm, no matter how strong the opposition, no matter how many demons gather, they are too weak to touch you. Your victory is sealed, your destiny is secured, and your rise cannot be stopped. Walk in it, chosen one, because the world is about to witness the greatness even demons themselves cannot deny.